is the last video about Godot. Hello everyone and welcome. This video will be about Godot. We will install the engine and explain the interface. Lastly, we will discuss about pros and cons and what games produced by this engine. So let's begin. First, you simply type Godot, then you go to the website and install it. You can choose the engine whether to support C# or not. I don't know anything about C#, so I will choose the first one. After that, we will open the engine. Okay guys, as you can see, when you press right click and move WASD, you can move in this world. You can control if you want to zoom in or zoom out by the mouse wheel, and that's it for controlling the 3D place. Now as you can see, on the left side we have file system. This is where you can store your items and access your assets from your computer. This is where you access your files basically, like Photoshop or any other program. Above that, we can see the scene with 2D scene, 3D scene. Let's choose 2D scene. Here you can make your 2D game. On the left there is scene and import. Upper side, as you can see, you can switch between 2D, 3D and the script. Here where you store your scripts, piece of code of an entity. And lastly, you can access all the assets here. On the left side, let's try adding a 3D scene. We don't want 2D. Godot engine works with parent and child relationship. I didn't really understand it, but basically each node can be a child for another node. We did make a node to contain our 3D space, and now we made a static body node to make a simple cube by simply adding another node, mesh instant 3D. On the right side there is inspector where you can edit everything in your scene by details. Let's make a simple cube, adding mesh and collision to the static body. Pay attention when you are choosing your nodes. Now when I choose mesh instance, I am just moving the mesh, but if I changed it to the static body, which contain collision and mesh instance, it works perfect. That's why you have to make sure which node are you changing. You can right click and create new folder, new scene. Make things organized as you make your game. Make a new scene, user interface for UI, 2D scene for 2D games, 3D scene for 3D games, and that's how it looks like. Let's look at the right side. We did talk about the left and the upper side. Inspector, we explained it already. You can make new scripts from there or from upper left. Now this is an example for the code. You can filter methods, and yeah, that's it. Now for the node section, we will see that later. And when you save anything, this appears and you save it in the file system. As you can see, this is the node section and the history for anything you did before. This is an example for the signals. It's like pointing for another code. If player hitbox enter this area, make player something. It's like that. You can follow tutorial to understand more. This is all the script for my first game that I made a video on. I almost forgot that you can play your scene right there in the corner. And you can pause, you can play scene, play the edited scene, play custom scene. The last section we didn't cover yet is there in the upper left corner. Scene tune, make a new scene, save, open, convert to, debug, editor. It's not that important, but you have to look at project settings. Here you can modify your resolution, anti-aliasing, other stuff to make it full screen, and so on. On the bottom you have output, debugger to detect errors, profiler to optimize things, audio to adjust it, and animation. Here you can see the shortcuts to rotate, scale, and move things. And that's it. Now I think you have better understanding if you are starting out, and I really want to mention this game engine is not powerful like Unity or Unreal Engine. Let's see the best games made with Godot. They are probably all 2D games, and if you want to see 3D one, you can check my video or other videos like this one from this channel. He was making game of the year for Godot, as you can see. This game engine is not really supported by tutorials and does not support 3D the way Unreal Engine and Unity does. And for my dream game and stuff, I don't really see it as the best option. This is the last video about Godot, and I really recommend you to choose Unity or Unreal Engine. So I'll leave you there. I hope you enjoyed. This video was a little bit different and I may put it in Patreon if it does not suit the channel. That's it for today. See you.